Right, lesson 2 is over how to compare whole numbers, with the objective being able to use the greater than, less than, or equal to sign between multi-digit numbers and compare in word problems. So here's the first problem. There were 23,643 fans at a football game last week. There were 23,987 fans at a football game this week. Which game had fewer fans? So to learn using a place value chart, you would put first number on top, second number on bottom, making sure they line up with the ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. And then you would always start at the left with the greatest place value. So in this number, it's the 10,000s. And then you would work your way down. So they both have a 2 in the 10,000s. They both have a 3 in the thousands. But the top number has a value of 600, while the bottom number has a value of 900. So now we can see that the bottom number is greater. So that is one way to use the chart to show that. And then these are the ways you can use it with the signs. You could have the first number less than the second one, or that second number greater than the 23,643. Either way, as long as the sign is facing the correct number. And then one more problem. Every year, 4 brothers travel to the Gathering of Nations powwow in Albuquerque to compete in dance competitions. Newton travels 1,168 miles, Jules travels 1,079 miles, Coco travels 967 miles, and Elon travels 199 miles. Who can travel the greatest distance? So we're going to use a place value chart again. I know that I can just stop at thousands because that's my highest place value in these 4 numbers. So I would set it up. I did it based on the name, so we know which number goes with who. So you start at the greatest place value. Over here would be the thousands. So we're going to start there. So we know that Coco doesn't even have anything in the thousands, so that can't be the greatest. Same with Elon, there's no thousands. So we can go ahead and mark those out. Then we look at the top 2. We look at the thousands. They both have a 1 in the thousands. So we look at the next number, which was the hundreds. We can see that Jules had a 0 in the hundreds place, and Newton had a 1 in the hundreds place. So that shows that Newton traveled the greatest distance. So lesson 2 explores the idea that place value can be used to compare numbers greater than 1,000 to understand that numbers can be broken apart by piece. So basically looking at that chart, seeing which numbers fall in the 10,000s, which one falls in the thousands, how you can use that chart to help you compare numbers.